my teacher sang. Never forget what Malcolm X said, what Ali stood for, what Dr. King led. They taught us how to fight, not with guns but with our minds. How to rise from the system that kept us confined. We were kings in our roots, but slaves in their pages. Still they fearing our truth like it's fire in Katie's. Yeah. I remember the days, I remember the pain. Brothers made us proud through struggle and chains. I remember the days, I remember the fight. Our mothers showed the way, they gave us life.
Malcolm spoke red, but his heart bled black. He turned prison bars into a freedom track. Said education's the passport to the future we need. So he planted every seed till the system took heed. They feared his mind more than his gun, cause wisdom scared the man who was holding the funds. He stood tall in a storm, never gave in. Told the world real freedom comes from within.
I remember the days, I remember the flame. Brothers made us proud, mothers held our names. I remember the days, I remember the fight. They showed us how to love, how to live with pride. Dr. King had a dream, yeah, they called him naive, but he saw a world where every soul could breathe. He said peace over war, love over hate, but they couldn't stand a man who changed fate. They shot the body, but the vision stayed. His dream still walking in every parade. See, faith don't die, it multiplies in the hearts of the people. His spirit survives. I see young brothers hustling for change, sisters crying from the pain. Fathers gone, mothers working two lanes. We lost the unity they died to maintain. But somewhere in our veins, the fire still burns the same.
Ali won gold, but came home denied. He said, I ain't fighting your war, that ain't my side. Ain't no Viet Cong ever called me names. He fought for truth, not the government's games. Lost his title, but kept his pride. They couldn't cage that champion inside, cause real kings don't kneel to the throne. They stand tall, even when they're alone. I remember the days, I remember the day. Brothers made us proud, mothers showed the way. Yeah, I remember the struggle, I remember the pain, but through every loss, our soul remains. I remember the stages, not the stages. I remember the stages, I remember the stages.
If we were Irish, if we were Jewish, if we were Poles, if we had, in fact, in your mind, a frame of reference, our heroes would be your heroes too. Nat Turner would be a hero for you instead of a threat. Malcolm X might still be alive. And everyone is very proud of brave little Israel, a state against which I have nothing. I don't want to be misinterpreted. I'm not an anti-Semite. But when the Israelis pick up guns, or the Poles, or the Irish, or any white man in the world says, give me liberty or give me death, the entire white world applauds. When a black man says exactly the same thing, word for word, he is judged a criminal and treated like one, and everything possible is done to make an example of this bad nigger so there won't be any more like him.